Let us continue with our lesson, and the next step what we'll do is over here is we are getting a data over here from our user profile repository, and here we can check that we can check using a if condition if data.code, it should be data.code equals to 200, which means it was successful. Then we can go and check for the, I can just create one more variable on the top over here. I will say that val, I will say as a private variable, or let init var of a profile, which is of a user profile response. And I can say this profile over here, profile is equals to data dot body, and I can also say if the request equals to 200 and data dot body not equals to null. Sorry, over here. So if not equals to null, then we go and check over here, and it still says that not null. Okay, so I think I need to assert it over here, then we can remove that one. So if profile is not null, then we have access to profile, and this profile has all of the data required for our user profile. So you can just check like a profile dot, and you can see that you get a bio, email, ID, right, name, and the profile image path. So you get all of this. So now we have this profile. What we'll do over here is instead of sending the data, now I can send out the profile. So I'll send off the profile. So this will actually send the user profile. So it will not send the whole of the response, because response we are already checking over here, like a data, that code we are checking over here, and we are just passing the response of the user profile response. We are not passing the response body. Since we have created this one, and what we will do now is we will go back to our it's profile fragment over here, and let us implement the view model. So first of all, I'll just remove this one, and what I will do is I also don't need this one, and it should be of a view model provider, not the providers, and that should fix that issue we have over here. And now what I will do is I'll create a private function of a obser observer, observer observer, and inside this observer I'll observe the view model, right? View model dot loading, and that observe, and the owner is the this, and also observe it. So I will say that if you go to the, let's go to the layout section over here, go to the layout, and if you go to profile, so profile fragment, we have this is a pb profile, so process bar underscore profile. So just make use this one, and let me go to the profile fragment, and I'll say pb profile, just import the reference, and I'll say visibility equals to, if I will check that it is true, then I'll say view dot visible. So if it is true, then we want to visible, else we can say that else view dot gone. So if it is false, then we will hide the loading of our process dialog. So I can observe this one after this one. So after we have a view model created, then we can make use of this observer, and this we need to change with view lifecycle. So view lifecycle owner. Okay, so we have created the observer, and If you go to the view model, since this user profile is a live data, so live data we must observe it. So if we don't observe it, it's not going to work. So since this is a live data, we will go back to our profile fragment over here, and over here what I will do is view model dot it is of get user profile dot observe, and it should be view lifecycle owner, right? So view lifecycle owner and the observe. So let us observe this one, and we get the user profile instead of the response body. So we have a user profile, and now what we can do is we can set the value for our profile. So we can set let us set the name and the email first. So later for the image we need to make use of the third-party library, the glide. So we'll be making use that to show our image. For now, let us just show the name and the email address. So let's go back to the fragment over here, and after we get this one, which is of a user profile, let's go and get the name of this one. So profile name, just copy this section, go to fragment, and I'll just say profile name dot text is equals to it dot name, right? And we have another one is profile email dot text is equals to it dot email. And do we have a bio? So I think we don't have any bio for now, so just set the two, and I think that should be the things that we are interested for now, profile name and the email. So let us run the application and let us see whether the function that we have implemented is working as expected. So let us run the application, and I will just bring my application or the illuminator over here, and just wait for the application to get started. So it's showing all of our tasks, and let's go to the profile. And okay, so the process bar is gone, but we don't have the data. So that may be because we go to the workflow section, or let's go to debug. Do we have anything? I think let's go back to the phpMyAdmin, and if you go to the user, we have login with the username of a demo, which is user ID 1. And if you go to profile, I think we don't have the profile. Yeah, so we don't have the profile. So what I will do is I will just create a new profile manually over here. So just copy this section, and I will just go to the insert and insert image over here and insert the path. So I'll just need this path over here, and that should be okay. And for the user ID, I will select user ID 1, and bio, let's say this is a demo user bio, and let's just set the timestamp and the date. Okay, so that should be fine. I can just go it, and if you go to browse, you should have the user ID 1 is there. And okay, so let's go back to our illuminator, and let's go to the home screen, and let us go to the profile screen again. But still we don't have the email and the password. So let us try to debug in the next lecture. So we'll go and see how to debug, and let's test what we are getting back from the server response. So let's meet up in the next lecture. Till then, have a great day.